Hey everyone, it's Lissette here. Welcome to another video. So I did say in the last video that I wasn't going to do a nail design, but yeah, surprise, surprise, we're doing my toes. Yes. Y'all better not come for me for how ugly these toes look. It has been a minute. I want to say, you guys remember I had posted before about me having foot surgery. That was 3 months ago. That was the last time I ever did my toes, you guys. 3 months growth, honestly. And I had to cut these down short because they was hurting my sneakers, putting my foot inside. So I did have to cut these a little bit shorter as they were growing out. You know what this reminds me of? You know when you see those abandoned animals in the street and they have their nails all outgrown? Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like I need some saving, but we gonna do these nails today, thank the Lord, because these is looking horrible. Let's start off by, and that little black mark on my pointer toe, that's a birthmark. It is not dirt, just pointing that out there. First thing is first, we're gonna go in with this cuticle pusher. This is by Kiss. I want to say I got this in the beauty supply store. It was so long ago that I bought this, but anyway, actually you can find these on Amazon. It's really good. This side has the curved side and the other side is the scraper. But look at how I was struggling even doing this, trying to push my cuticle part back. I don't like soaking my feet first. I do like doing my nails first and then I will soak after. I don't like how, the moisture, and just in case you trap moisture in your nail and all that stuff. So that's why I try to avoid doing the soaking first. I probably should have did this part first, but I didn't. But I'm going back in. This is a medium tapered drill bit. And from here, I think I was at 18 or 20,000 RPM. And I'm just going on the surface and I'm removing as much gel as possible. This is hard gel. This is not soak off. So you do need to file it off, but it's actually really easy to file. This actually took longer than expected because the position of how you're trying to bend over to reach your toes, it was extremely uncomfortable. I kept having to pause and stop just to reach my toes. I know at one point my stomach started to cramp because listen, I'm not a skinny girl, I'm a big girl, so my fat was getting into my rib cage. It was a hot mess, y'all, but I got it done, but it was a hot mess, I tell you. These was a little too long, so I ended up just stopping, stop filing and just started cutting these down shorter to my desired length. This is also going to make the filing process a lot faster because you have less nail work to worry about to try to remove products. But majority of the rest of these toes, there was little hard gel left to file off, which is really convenient. But yeah, I cannot believe I waited this long to do my toes. Look at my pinky. My pinky nail is so small in general, but this toenail, the way it grew out, it is so freaking long. Oh lordy. But yeah, once I did that, the filing process was really easy and everything, the rest of the gel just came off 1, 2, 3. From there, I'm going in with my snakehead drill bit. I'm going again around the cuticle part. I still had a lot of dead cuticles stuck to the surface of my nail, so I'm just gonna go with this around, see if I can lift it up. Again, my nail is extremely hard, that cuticle part, so I was putting in some work and the angle wasn't helping. But for this, I think I started off at 5,000 RPM, but I think I cranked it up to a 7 or an 8 because I felt like I needed a little bit of a stronger speed when doing my toenails. So, and when I say 5,000 RPM, when you're using your drill, you'll probably only see a single number, like a 5, 6, 7, not single digits, but not thousands. but technically it's RPM, so it's in the thousands. But what you'll see on the little LED screen, if you have your drill, it'll go from like a 5 all the way up to like a 35, which should be like the highest speed setting. You would never need it at a 35, but I don't know, they just make it that way. Next thing we're going in, this is a 180 sanding band. This I was at 6,000 RPM, and again I'm just going around the cuticle part, making sure there's no dead skin on the sidewalls, especially too, making sure there's no dead skin, and then going around the surface of the toenail to remove any kind of shine, and just really getting it ready and prepared for application. So starting off with the product I'm going in, this is the nail dehydrator. This is going to prep my nails for the base gel. What this is doing is this is just drying out the nails, making sure there is no excess or extra oil that I may have missed with the drill. And again, just really preparing it for the gel application. And I do end up doing 2 coats of this and letting it fully dry. And then again, going in with the rubber base coat, I'm going to take this and I'm going to scrub it really good into the nail surface. This is going to allow the product to adhere to the nails. You won't get any kind of lifting. While I never really had much lifting when it comes to toes, never needed a problem, but this is just the application and the way that I do it. I just take that gel, I scrub it right into the surface on all of the nails, and then I do a full cure for 60 seconds. You guys, I did forget, I had these toe separators. These are the cutest things ever. Look at how freaking pretty they are. I want to say, I don't know if it was Shein or Temu. I'm sure one of you guys would remember. It's probably from Temu, I think. But I'm just going to shove these in because I don't want my nails to touch when I do apply the gel. But I'm gonna go in. This is the crystal clear hard gel. If you've seen the last video that I did with the cat eye and the gold chrome polish, I'm pretty much gonna do the same kind of process. I'm gonna apply, but instead of building the apex, I'm just gonna apply a thin layer of clear. So I'm taking this. This is the flat number 4 brush, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this was the flat number 4 brush, and I'm going to take a small amount and just apply that across all of the nails. I'm doing a thin layer. I'm not trying to build any like strength to the nails, or structure should I say. The nails are short as it is, so it doesn't really need much, but yeah, so I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna apply a thin layer of this crystal clear hard gel across all of the nails, and then I'm gonna do a full cure for 60 seconds. So for the set, I wanted to use, this is Simply Pink Hard Gel. It is a gorgeous pink, but I did want it a little bit more sheer. That's why I went in with the crystal clear first. But I'm just going to take this and I'm going to apply a very thin layer across all of the nails. I actually do 2 thin layers. And yeah, it's just a really pretty color. And again, I'm just applying it almost like a polish, so super thin. Once I do 1 layer, I do a full cure for 60 seconds, and then I go in with the second one. And also when I'm applying this, I am trying to fill in any corners that I feel like I need it. I want the shape of the nails to be a little bit more straighter. I used to always do my nails rounded when it came to toes, but I guess now like the trend is doing it really square and straight. So yeah, that's the look that we're going for. And I'm not trying to be extreme like a square nail, just a little bit more squared off than normal, nail than I would normally do, if that makes sense, because I'm a round girl. So I tried to do it slightly more straighter this time, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
You drive me so insane, but when you call, I still fall back into your game. No, wrong can still be right. People wanna tell me all the time that someday my prince will come, but if this ain't love, then I don't want it. I don't want it. Someday my prince will come, but if this ain't love, then I don't want it.
So I did do the 2 coats of that Simply Pink. My nails look so much better already, and all I did was just color on top. But we're gonna go in. I'm gonna use, this is the nail cleanser. I'm gonna go in with the lint-free wipe in this and just clean over the surface of the nails. I'm gonna remove the sticky layer because we're gonna go and just file these a little bit straighter and over the surface a little bit. And to file, this is my 100/180 grit nail file. Depending on what grit I need, I'll go back and forth. But for the most part, I went in with the 180 side, and I'm just trying to make these nails straighter. Again, like I said, I didn't want to leave these a little bit like rounder in the corners. So this is me just trying to really just make that a little bit straighter. And then when it comes to the surface, all I did was take a buffing block and I actually buffed over the surface smooth. When I was doing my nails, it was really hard to see, to be honest. Looking at it now from this angle, I could have definitely went over the surface with the nail file, but I couldn't see from, like I felt so far away from my toes being bent over the way I was. So yeah, looking at it now, I'm seeing everything that I could have fixed, but it is what it is. It still came out cute, but anyway, I'm just buffing over the surface. And then I'm just gonna clean over the surface, moving any kind of dust. This is just a scrub brush and more of my nail cleanser. Now last minute, I decided to go in and just do a Frenchie. So this is Nail Reserve White Addict. I was going to do a detailed design on my toes, but you guys, like I said, the pressure from bending over, I couldn't. My stomach was like, it felt like I was gonna explode. But I just went in with this and a detailed brush, and I just started doing my Frenchies. I did mess up, so you're gonna see that I wipe it away and do it again because I wasn't satisfied with how it was looking. But I ended up doing a Frenchie to all of the toes except for the middle nail. You guys know me, I love bling, so of course we're gonna add some bling. So that nail is specifically bling with some bling. And to be honest, I didn't even think this was going to be as hard as it was, but me doing these Frenchies, I really wanted to make sure that it was going to look like a curved Frenchie versus just a line straight across the bottom. And yeah, this was a lot harder than I thought, to be honest. So, I mean, again, I thought I was making myself, like, my life a little bit simpler, but it was still freaking hard. I don't know, like, why I thought Frenchies would be a good idea, but it still came out cute. I think application-wise could have been better, but again, I'm making the excuse that I felt far away and I couldn't. Yeah, I already know. I'm gonna stop complaining. Now we gotta spice it up. We going in with some bling. We're going in with the AB Crystal and Clear box. Of course, we're going with the AB side. We're gonna use these smaller ones and then one larger one. And then we're just gonna start blinging it out. Now, of course, you already know I'm going in with my Bling It Noi rhinestone gel. I'm going to start with that middle nail. Just cover the entire surface, and then we're going to bling the entire toenail out. Now, I do use the 3 smallest sizes for this, and I just keep adding it until I was fully satisfied with the placement and making sure that that bottom, the free edge, was still straight. I wanted to make sure that I didn't distort how straight it was. So I tried my best to make sure I clustered it into this tiny little nail as much as I could. Then for the thumbnail, you're gonna see I ended up adding some bling, but I quickly didn't like the larger crystal that I put, so I took that off and I tried to substitute it with something else, and it still wasn't, I would say, working in my favor. I don't know, something was throwing me off and I didn't like it. So again, I just ended up completely removing the entire thing and then starting again from fresh. And I just decided to end with 3 stones, which was the heart and then 2 regular round stones. I think the simpler made it look better in my opinion. I felt like I was looking too busy with the other crystals around it, so I just kept it simple and called it a day and then cured it for a full 60 seconds. I honestly was gonna leave the other toenails alone, but something told me to just add 1 stone per nail, so that's what I went with. I don't know. But once I did that, I did go ahead and I did 1 final cure for a full 60 seconds. I don't normally show this, but I always end my sets with some cuticle oil. Even my nail sets in my hands, I do cuticle oil. This oil is from Nail Reserve, and I think this one is the coconut one, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know, it smells good and it's not too oily either, so it's just really nice. But I just scrubbed some of that in there, and this is the final look, you guys. I think they came out really good, super simple but cute at the same time. So let me know what you guys think. This is, yeah, I have not done my toes in so long, so this was a very much needed and a really cute simple design with just a little bit of, well, a lot of bling. But you guys know me, I need some bling in my life. But yeah, this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think, and if you want to see some more toenail video ideas, leave them in the comments. And that is it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Love ya.
Cover me in colors I can only see with you.